Gateway National Recreation Area, National Park Service, Jamaica Bay Wildlife Sanctuary. Visitor Center closed. No dogs, no bikes. It's closed but lit. West Pond Trail. Snow geese, Canada goose, myrtle warbler, greedy yellow legs, red start, hermit thrush, sand piper, sandpiper. Not sure what that is, but it has got a beautiful seed, very fluffy. I'm sure if I shook it, there'd be a lot of action. Yep. Planting itself. Very good. Are you guys regulars out here? Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of hard to believe where we are, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing this project where I'm asking people in parks in New York if they like to share what they love about nature. And yesterday I was out at Montauk, and today I'm here, and I can't really tell the difference.
Between Montauk and here?
Yeah, I mean, like I was on the inside where the freshwater lakes were.
Oh yeah.
Would you guys like to share what you love about nature? I mean, it's obvious to me. You got your monos out there, and you're checking out the Canadas and the Swannies, and there's some babies out there, huh?
Those are actually adult ruddy ducks.
Oh, ruddy ducks? Oh, okay.
They're called ruddy ducks.
Okay.
That's their full size. Oh look, a banded goose. Right here.
Oh, another one.
Oh, banded?
It has a band around
Yep.
the neck. It's just those 4 letters. NR87.
When I was getting on the Bell Parkway from Hempstead Turnpike, there was a red-tailed hawk just sitting, like eating its pigeon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the hawks made a nice comeback.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rachel Carson.
Yeah, those are really worth watching.
Pretty nice. Jamaica Bay. It's on the other side of JFK. New York City. The western tip of Long Island. Yep. The water quality is pretty clear. I don't know. I know not everything's got a color, but I don't know. It's pretty nice. So we got some mussels. This was the place of the mussels. The New York Bight had the largest seabed. Yeah, you just wouldn't think this is a big city. I mean, how can I miss that? Talking to a federal parks ranger for half an hour, and I wasn't recording. You want to mock me? Go right ahead. Oh man. Hi ladies. Lovely day.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you guys come to this area?
Actually, not that much. I came here. I was here by myself. I came with my bike.
All right. And you saw that?
I came to explore this area. But with a bike, you can do more. You can get quicker places.
You were scouting.
to see where I can come next time, you know. These boys.
Nice.
These guys.
This is beautiful. This.
He can, if you're making a project, are you gonna record it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go.
Yeah, you don't know, I don't ask for names or anything.
Right. So
And-
you'd definitely be interested in that.
Okay,
So we can see it on the website.
So tell me what you love about nature, brother.
I love nature. I love the water. It smells like very good.
Yep.
And the bushes, unreal. What they have. And the food comes out of the ground. That's also nature.
That's right. It's pretty amazing, right?
It is amazing.
I use the word magical, amazing, all those words, because it really is, right? It's magic. It's very hard to explain why it's so amazing. Tell me things that I could very much relate to. So you said you like the smell of the water.
Yes, I do.
The food comes from the ground. So you're breathing the air from the trees.
Yes, it gives me energy.
It gives you energy, positive energy.
Yes.
When you guys come out in the nature, how long do you stay out for usually?
We stay out for 3 hours.
Excellent. Really? You come out for 3 hours?
Yes.
So you guys gonna be here for the sunset?
No.
You leave before sunset,
Right. It's 3:19 now.
3:19. Well, you're close. You know, sunset's now 4:40-ish.
Yeah. So this will be on this video.
It'll take me a little while to edit, you know.
I'll come see. I'll be checking out.
Check me out. So I was out in Montauk yesterday and had a lovely conversation. I wanted to go to the eastern part of the island and the western part of the island. Today's the western part of the island, obviously.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I've been here, so I'm scouting too.
Oh, wow. It's nice. Birds and everything.
It's also nature.
Yep.
I love birds.
And the birds are planting seeds, and
Right. They do. But dogs I don't like.
why not?
Because I'm afraid.
Okay. Yeah.
Then
Yeah, I like to talk about the fear of nature too, to understand where that's coming from. Like having a healthy fear is good, because nature can be dangerous,
right.
but you don't want the fear to make it where you're afraid to try to connect to it.
Right. And how you get close to a dog, then you're not afraid.
You got to feel that it's a friendly dog. If you have any feeling that the dog is aggressive, you got to stay away.
They will.
I think that's the way to go.
It also depends. People have what kind of phobias, what kind of fears.
Yes,
So and then it also depends on that as well.
yes.
But I'm not scared of puppies. Puppies are not.
So I got the $1 million question,
Yes.
whoever wants to answer.
Okay.
So what's your take on squirrels?
They come into houses. In the apartment of houses, my dad, he likes nature. He flies all over,
Okay,
and he goes for like when it's cold, when it gets like really cold.
yes,
That's when he likes it. And he goes to places where when the trees are like changing colors.
yes,
Like when they change colors.
yes.
We go to places and we sit overnight in inns. And
Excellent.
we go out on in nature.
Yeah, yeah.
And he sees the water and he sees the sun, you know, when it's a blue sky, and then he sees all the trees are changing colors.
Yep.
Flies to Switzerland.
Ah, okay.
In the summer, and sometimes also during the year, just to see nature. And sometimes he drives upstate, and we open the window, we see the water, and we look out, and he's always telling us that we should enjoy nature as much as possible, because
Your father's a wise.
that's just part of life. You have to. You can do everything you want during the day. You can work. You can do whatever you do in real estate. But once in a while, you have to go out and you have to see the nature around you.
It's very good advice. Your father's very wise. So with Switzerland's beautiful. He must have been near the Alps. Yeah, the Alps, right? Do you feel over your lifetime your relationship with nature has been growing, or it's kind of always been?
Yeah,
I
let's
started
do it.
appreciating it a little more.
Okay.
Get the balls in life.
Let me do it.
Yeah.
And seeing what's more
Let
important.
me.
When you're a kid, you're still developing.
let me
Yes.
do it. Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's right. That sounds right to me.
thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. All right, peace, gentlemen. You got yourself a view?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Would you guys like to share what you love about nature?
We like to go to nature places to enjoy views, to enjoy air, animals, birds, and I don't afraid of any animals.
Okay, that's good.
And this is what it is.
Yeah.
What can I tell?
No, that's very, I get it. So being born in a city, you knew that nature was somewhere that you wanted to go and see it.
Yeah,
And you made the effort to do that.
yeah, definitely, always.
Right.
Whatever I live or I travel, I always mix city and nature.
Nice. So is this the first time you've been? No. This is the first time. I'm a New York guy. I'm born in the Bronx. My mother's Sheepshead Bay. So never been here. It's crazy.
Or I'm here maybe once a month, maybe
Ah,
a little
nice.
bit. I live in Manhattan. It's a little bit far away.
Yeah, it looks
In
close.
downtown, right there.
Looks close. I could just grab it.
Yeah, look very close.
I've been here since, I guess, 9:30 this morning. Talked to a bunch of people. Actually spoke to the park ranger. She was very amazing. Gentleman down the road a bit.
Oh, they always hear amazing people.
And people love to talk about this. And I'm learning a lot from it. And I think people that once it becomes a popular thing, because it's not now, it's new. I think people can learn we can learn from each other about nature and how we love it. And it's so important. Like a lot of the environment stuff is like how we're going to save the earth. We need to save the planet. I think from the other perspective, we need to save our enjoyment. Like touching the leaf. This is first. So touching the leaves, touching the bark, making sure I'm not stepping in poison ivy. And right there, I feel better. That's crazy, right?
Yep.
Like in the city, I'll go like all the way like this just to look up at the sky and think just for 10 seconds. And I'm in there and doing that. And I feel like, okay, right. I remember where I am now.
Born also in a big city, but I'm here for example, I'm here first time. So
Oh, okay.
My friend just brought me here. first
Nice.
time.
Good friend.
Good friend. That's beautiful sunset.
Sunset, it have to be very beautiful.
Sunset will be beautiful.
If you want to stay here until sunset, it's amazing. Around 5 o'clock.
5
yeah.
o'clock.
Yeah, it's so.
It have to be right there, walk somewhere where is open view, and it have to be very beautiful. Few
Yes.
times I've been here in the sunset.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I'm doing this project and I'm going to parks asking people if they want to share what they love about nature. And it's kind of an easy fit because, you know, I could tell that you love nature. So you're like, it's like shooting in the barrel, you know? Cool. You got it, brother. That's my last name, Yule, so Yule Wonder. It's like,
You got it.
you're wondering already, like, what's this guy doing out here, man?
I'm like, how come it's not working?
What's
here?
Yule Wonder, man? Yeah, you got a chance, check it out. On the homepage is the YouTube page, and you can see what people are saying. Do you feel like your relationship with nature's been growing your whole life? That kind of thing, like really getting down it. You know, like, is the fear of nature affecting you, like getting into it or not getting into it? Your earliest childhood memory of like you're saying to yourself, wow, this is magic. What's up with this nature thing?
Okay.
With me, it was like, you know, pulling wings off of butterflies when I was a little guy. Being a real bitch.
So you were in it from day one, basically.
Yeah, but not always gentle. You know, ripping up ant high, you know, like, but curious, but devious. And it went from that to just like, you know, the more I learned about it. And then I kind of became a landscape artist guy. So I make gardens that look like wilderness.
Cool.
So like no lawns, forest floor kind of thing, needles, and let the squirrels have at it kind of thing. So that's what I do. But this project, you get a chance to look at it, talking to people. I'm going to do this for a while because it's been very interesting, and I've been great connection, and everyone's in my memory is telling me these answers. And so the ultimate goal, so you right now are a honey maker. So you like, if you start sharing your love of nature, that honey goes on the site, and that attracts other people once they see whatever the conversation is about with nature. And the goal is to, wherever it is, because I'm not going to build it, I would help guide it, would be building, I want to build a little wilderness in like a mall parking lot kind of thing. So the queen bee says, yeah, do it here. And then we bring in like the hive makers or the people in the landscape world, wherever it is. And like, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to get driftwood, we're going to get this, we're going to get this. And there's samples of what wilderness looks like. And this is what the queen bee, man or female, want to happen. And then, you know, recording that whole process. So people, like the dashboard of my Jeep is a little bit of a wilderness. I got driftwood on there, you know, and I'm in like the traffic on the belt. Yeah, I can see when I drive. But like in the Belt Parkway, like when I go home, I live on the island, I'm like, all right, driftwood, it's not too bad. So what's like an early childhood memory that you have?
I wasn't really big into nature. I guess I got into photography seriously around 2002.
Okay.
And you know, just
18
dabbling
years
with different things: landscape, macro, portraits, weddings. I just rented that lens to get into
that's cool.
birds and nature and whatnot. So,
nice.
So I'm just getting my feet wet now as far as nature is concerned.
So it's growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, your relationship with nature is growing. That's good. That's nice. So, you know, it's funny, like when I hear like I wasn't, you know, like the first thing you said was I wasn't so much in tune with nature but it's weird, like we always are, but we might not be aware of it. Like just like, the breathing, you know.
Right, we take it for granted. Yeah.
Right. So, like when I'm in the city, because I was born in the Bronx and, you know, I was a lot of city stuff. Right now what I'll do is I'll look up straight at the sky just to get like a reminder where I am, because like when I'm in the, you know, the concrete canyons, I can get out of balance with it and just want to remind myself. So that's like one of the things I do. And talking to people, like, is there a little like exercise you do to stay in connection? One guy told me he has a shell in his pocket and he touches the shell, or like a smooth rock, or like what I do is touch the bark of a tree. And it's crazy. It's just like going like this, you know, and you just got to know what, most things aren't poisonous, right? You know, it's that 3 leaves, poison ivy. And it might seem like trivial, but this is kind of crazy because you're touching the texture, you're getting a feeling for it. And that's it, you know?
It probably, I'm guessing that more than likely it triggers a memory.
Yeah.
Some type of
deep memory.
Yeah. Something in nature or whatever. Maybe you went camping or something, you remember the smell of the pine trees or something or other. So for you, or for, you know, someone just doing that, smelling the leaves, just brings back that fond memory.
Yes.
So, yeah, I can understand it.
Yeah. You know, I also, like, I've heard this, and maybe it's close or not, but so 50,000 generations of us were in nature, and the last 500 generations is off of farming. So that first 50,000 generations, we were like real plugged into this. And we were like, evolving during that time. So like, that's why, I could talk to someone that's never been in nature a lot, but they are nature, right? So
we were part of the food chain.
And we're still part of the food chain.
Well, we've kind of...
Yeah, not as much. right, not as clear. But right, so that's like the fear factor thing about, so we talk about that. It's like, so, two sides of the fear story. It's like, one, we're not as much of the food chain as like back in the day. We'd have to like, what's behind the bush? Is that a tiger? Is that a lion? What's what? So we don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
We're not that connected because we have to truly survive that, once we're outside the cave. But now it could be more like, well, the tick, the mosquito, and I'm concerned. So having a healthy fear, because there are fearful things in nature, like when the storm Sandy comes through here, man, you shouldn't be standing here. This thing was underwater.
I know, I was speaking to someone else and she mentioned that.
Yeah.
The two places where the two bodies were connected.
Yeah, right, it breached. That must have been pretty cool to watch, but if you could do it safely, I would love to do that. On grass?
Yeah, softball, baseball, touch football.
So I've got guys telling me that's some of their best memories is being out in right field, not into baseball, but checking out the dandelions. And I tell that story all the time because when he told me for the first time, I'm like, that is so cool, dude. Like, because I'm saying it's everywhere, and you're confusing me a little bit by saying baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But when he started explaining it to me, I'm like, yeah, that's it's legit. That's really cool.
That's funny.
Isn't that funny? So the guy on the other side said he saw some peregrine falcons floating around in here.
I could not tell you one bird from another.
I'm not great with names. Yeah, like
pigeons.
I'm supposed to know the name of all these plants, and I think this is a cedar.
I couldn't tell you that either.
But right, so but if you're like into it all, you can like you could spend a lot of your time just memorizing names. I know these. The peregrine falcon, they're the fastest birds, right? So when they're way up, when they tuck and dive, they reach like the highest speed an animal reaches. And then when they hit a pigeon, it's just like feathers.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I've only seen it on video, but this guy's telling me they're here.
They're here? Wow.
So the thing is, if you saw it happen, you would know it's special. It's that kind of thing.
So they feed on whatever's in the pond?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
or what's in the air too. No, they hit other birds.
Right. So I'm just figuring all of these birds are prey
on the menu.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, so the ones especially in flight, like, so they'll pick you off in flight. Hopefully they come back.
The closest I came to seeing something like that, I was on a railroad train.
Yeah.
And there was a squirrel between the two running rails.
Yeah.
So I'm checking the squirrel out.
Yeah.
Not paying any attention, just like the squirrel's not paying any attention. All of a sudden, a hawk.
Really?
Snatches him up and goes. I was like, oh!
Cool.
I think I'm surprised the squirrel was...
And the squirrel's not dead, right? It's like airlifted.
And floods squirting out as it's going. Like, oh, God.
Well, you just picked up you just like brought up a subject I like to ask almost everyone is like, so what's your take on squirrels? Any take?
Fur.
What's that, fur?
Rats with fur.
Oh, rats with fur.
I don't have an issue with them one way or the other.
Okay.
I know there are some places in the city where they're sort of trained. You can walk by, make that noise, and they kind of wakes them up. And some of them, the bold ones, will come to you because I guess they assume you have peanuts or something.
Yep. Yep.
So I always thought that was pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Yeah, I love squirrels, and the reason I bring it up is because squirrels figured out, I don't know if it's like evolution over time, but how to be cute enough, because if they had a sharp pointy tail, right, we wouldn't be digging them because they're rats.
You're right.
So like the possum and all those critters with the long pointy tails, they stay low and only come out at night. Where the squirrel's like, hey, I'm cute enough to like be with you guys, you're not picking me off left and right. So they're the only mammal that we allow to cohabitate with us in the city and the suburbs. Like upstate, some people do still eat squirrel. That's a thing, which is,
Well, I guess if you're born into it, you don't know the difference.
And everything tastes like chicken, right? So the thing with squirrels, like some people really have a dislike for them. And what's that dislike about? And so one guy told me, you know, I plant all the bulbs in the garden, and the squirrels are eating my bulbs, and he got animated. He's like, oh, those squirrels. And then he said, I told my wife, you know, and the wife said, look, you know, don't have a hard time with squirrels, just get more bulbs, you know. And I love that because, you know, so a lot of times we're just looking for something to be angry, to place our anger on, you know, and squirrels for certain people might be that thing, but if that's blocking you from loving nature, it could be a block. So just, you know, so how many bulbs did it eat? What did it really do that was bad? And it's kind of human nature to like, one of the things I almost think like, this is one of the theories I really love at the end of the day to try to get an understanding of. It's like, the most you can love nature, is that the most you can love anything? Because nature is so the base of us. It's like, it's Mother Nature, it's where we come from, it's where we get everything, oxygen, food. Our mothers came from here, from Mother Nature. So, you know, getting that next layer of awareness of loving nature, and this project's not about saving the earth. This project's more about sustaining us and our healthy, rich lives of digging this nature. Like, this sun's going down and we're gonna see something pretty special here, right? Oh, right over us, awesome. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are so sweet, thank you. Look at that, it is Delta Formation. Is that great? They are big animals. And the one thing humans don't like about them, they poop.
Oh.
It's because they make these long, like, everlasting boobs. They're not, do you know what they look like? Yeah, they're like, you know, again, with the tail, with the squirrel tail, you know, like, if we don't like the shape, man, we don't like it. Color is one thing, shape's another thing.
I might as well go that way.
They're beautiful.
You guys made some good catches?
How's it going?
Not today. Now,
Well, I make pretty much catches, yeah, on the other side. So I'm going there now. I haven't seen him in a while, so we've shown me on what he got over there. But on this side, you got harriers and peregrines. Over there, good activity. You got eagles, young eagles, bald eagles. They go to both sides. I've been coming in 6 years. If you ask me what's my favorite side, I don't have none, because I have
both sides.
On both sides. The other side, I got a picture yesterday of sitting in the lake there of the Hooper hawk trying to kill the teal. So I got him up like this, and then you got him in the trying to kill a green teal.
A teal.
The National Geographic moment. Those are my favorite shots. Getting them in flight, and I've been coming in. This is the best place. See that sign there, National Park Service? I'm a National Park guy. So that symbol, there's a reason for that. I think migrates here. I tell people, when you say pelicans and this don't come in, I bet you $1,000 they'll be here.
Well, they're coming up and down the coast, and this is the line.
I tell everyone, you know what you haven't seen here yet that I haven't seen or seen in the list? The stork or the other. But I tell people, keep your eye open.
What everybody wants right now, I'll tell you, the evening grosbeaks.
You know what? Is that the black one with the... There's a bird there that the guy...
No, brown is.
Yeah, well, I think it's there now. You better go see Charlie.
That's the one. It's chasing now. Everybody.
Yeah, look, they're coming. I think it's there. That's the one, bro. Charlie,
you would want to get into it. Believe me, you would want to get into it.
It's there. It's there.
It's rare.
It's rare. Let me describe the picture to you. Look, the guy's we're going on. He's a big John Pond guy. He got a picture of it. But I'm saying it's over here. But you see me, I'm not a birder, so people think I'm not. I'm a wildlife national park guy. I go to bears and everything. I take pictures of everything, but I don't chase them anywhere. You know why? Because they're gonna come see me here. They're gonna see me here.
That bird is a catch.
I'm doing a thing where I'm asking people if they want to share what they love about nature.
Oh my God.
And you just did it.
You know what? You know why, bro? You know why I come here every day? For my health, for the beauty of nature, peace of mind, the tranquility, just like I did at 23 years old in the National Park. When I retired in 13, that's what made me come here. I said, why is this park the only wildlife refuge in the U.S. fall under the National Park Service? Because I'm a National Park guy, I go all around the state. So I said, let me come here. So I came here in 14. It was like a blessing from God.
Fantastic.
I got pictures of long-eared owl, short-eared owl, great horn owl. I got eagles, bald eagles up the tree. I just got them 2 weeks ago on the thing there. Let me show you if you want to see some stuff. You look like you're interested.
I'm very interested.
All right, let me show you some stuff. Let me show you. Yeah, no, I'm not. I just come out here for relaxation.
For the beauty.
Yeah, the beauty. It's very tranquil. It's quiet. Let me show you some pictures. My name's Ricardo, by the way.
Hey, Ricardo, Michael.
Pleasure, Michael. Okay, so I
filming.
don't know if you got your glasses. I'm gonna try to get it where you can see it. Ready?
I do have glasses.
Okay, can you see that?
Yes, I do.
Now, this is yesterday,
that a
so you can
hawk?
see the day. Hey, Cooper. He's looking back. Now keep your eye open. He's sitting in the water in Big John's Pond. You see him? Look at what it's doing there. Now, can you see?
No.
Come over here, come.
Oh, I see. I
Can you
see.
see
Wait,
now?
let me
Can you
hold
get a
on,
good
hold
look
it.
now?
Oh, going after the duck.
There you go. That's the green teal. See him? And there he goes looking at him. Now this is they're on both sides. That's a male shovel-nosed duck. I just took them just for the pleasure.
Beautiful.
Now these are Pied Piper. Now wait till I show you. There's one here. That's just, it's been here 3 weeks. Everybody the bird has been coming. Not these are the Pied Grebbies. But this is the red, look, that's a harrier.
Oh,
Beautiful,
harrier.
you see them.
Yeah.
This is another, that's not the one I'm gonna show you.
Beautiful flyers.
That's a harrier. This is from California and Utah. Can you see the red eye on it?
And what is this, gray?
Gray with black and white. I don't know if I'm holding the angle.
Beautiful. No, I got it.
Okay. This is a green falcon.
Wow, I love them.
That's the buffalo head. That's the male.
Whoa, this was yesterday?
This is the female. This is the day before. You'll see the dates. This is the other side here. Let me see what there. The 31st October.
Wow.
There you go. See it eating the fish. Now this is the harrier. The different days. I just want you to get an idea what's this.
Oh my God.
I don't mind. I like showing people. See, this is a different day, so you can see October 18th again.
Yeah.
This guy, you'll see him now.
Where is
walk
he?
Around. This is what
Is that a bald eagle?
Yes, sir. This is what I wanted you to see today, so you can see. He's 74.
Are they nesting here?
Yeah. They got nests here.
Awesome.
Look how beautiful. 75 feet away. But wait till you see the next. These are some of my best eagle shots. Look, this is at 300 feet, which will equate from here to
the light
by the bus.
The bus.
About the bus, just short of the bus. Now, if you notice, it dropped the fish. It fell in the water. I don't know if you can see it. Well, he's diving down for it.
He's looking back down.
This is at 300 feet. Now, look, he's got it in his tail launch, and then it fell. But now,
wow.
And this is with a 250mm lens. I don't have the big 400 guns like these guys have. But I've been experienced for 23 years. Now, look, he's flying. See the fish?
Yes. Oh, he's got it back.
There you go. See it?
Yeah.
Now, watch this. Now, look at this. This is in the middle of the pile. He's on a pylon. Look at the eagle.
Oh, wow.
This is at about 150 feet.
Beautiful. Yeah, man. How could I not see it?
Look at that, man.
Oh.
Beautiful, right? These are some, and I got good shots here. This is just from, I'm showing you from October 16th.
So this is Queens on that side, Brooklyn on this side, right?
But that's why I told the other guy, now this is the wood duck, female.
Wood ducks,
and
yeah.
They're on both sides, but look how beautiful. And only 20 feet away, so you get a nice shot. Look at the male.
Oh, the males are gorgeous.
Look at him.
Yeah, the males are crazy.
Look at it flying. I love to get the, now this guy, that's why I told him, see, he's going over there because I told him what the activity is. I haven't seen him in months. This is a male kingfisher. And look, it's about 20 feet away now.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see the female. Now, this is a different date, October 10th, so you can see.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna see, look at them flying. I love getting them in. Now this is over here, so you can see, look at the date. This is this side of the Harrier, October 9th.
Okay.
This is right behind this building here.
Okay.
There's a platform you walk, and look at the houses on the back, the Rockaway. See his face? This is the male Harrier. Look at his face. This is at about, now this is about 70 feet away. Look at it.
Incredible.
The Northern Harrier, look how beautiful. The male.
Gorgeous.
And the female is similar. Now wait till you look at the female.
Man, you're right on this.
That's the female kingfisher.
Kingfisher,
This picture was taken around October 7th. There you go.
Wow.
See it? But that's a good spot. See, I know where the spots are, so I go to both sides. I walk all around and keep walking. Every day you don't see. Oh, this is unusual.
What's this? I can't see this.
Yeah, now this is you see this September 20th. I want you to see the date. Now this is a 300 feet all the way across the street.
Yeah.
With this camera, 250mm. Now look, it's a Harrier hawk that I just showed you, but he's diving. Watch what he got. I've never seen him. He dropped the fish.
Tail. Oh man.
Look at he dropped the fish.
Yeah.
Now watch this.
You caught the drop.
Watch when he gets it. Look. And you see the green in the water? That's at 300 feet. Look, he's got him in his tail house.
Oh my God.
But I'll show you ones when he got a mouse in his leg if you want to see. But look at this. Is another date. This is the female kingfisher, the 28th.
September 28th.
See it on that side over here. Look at her with a mouth about 20. She's about from here to the tree over there, 20 feet away.
Unreal.
But
look at you, man.
You got the owls.
You're killing. Yeah, I want to see the owls.
Now this is.
What's that?
That's the Merlin.
Oh, Merlin.
A falcon. Yeah, that's a Merlin. I'm going to show you the smallest falcon right now. The next one. This is
oh my God.
That's a flicker, northern flicker. This is a Harrier female, the one. Now this guy is over here. This is about a month and a half ago, September, yeah, 18. This is a sharp shin hawk on the tree about 7:20 in the morning. Look at it. He's gonna take off.
You got the early light.
I got him just before he got him. See, it hit the red light hitting him.
Oh my
This is
God.
the other side, the Merlin now on a different date. On this stick over here on this side. This is the smallest falcon. This is the kestrel.
Kestrel falcon.
Beautiful bird.
Oh man.
Look at it, nice, huh?
Wow.
And this is now this guy is the other side where I'm going. We were right here. There's a blind, like a little house where you side in and you got holes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm looking, and right by that light,
Yeah.
right there by this tree is a little yellow like duck.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get him, and I'm in the way waiting, and I see a shadow, and I'm coming, and when I took the picture, he looks up and sees me, and you'll see him turn away. Look, the sucker turned away. He was gonna kill him. Now you're gonna see the pleasure of this is, check this one out. This guy's from Ecuador. I got him down there. I was lucky. September. He's a
Came up for Ecuador for his close-up.
Yeah, he stays there 8 hours. Look, you see a big eye on him? It's called a one of the birders. I showed it to him, and he told me it's a sandpiper, outland sandpiper. Look at the tortoises down here.
Beautiful tortoise.
Now look at these guys. Beautiful. You see them? This is green heron in flight.
Whoa, whoa.
Now you're gonna see. Look at the kingfisher flying on this side. The female. This is in Big Johnson.
Whoa.
That's a red start.
What
Now
is
here's another
that?
rare bird. That's a red start.
Wow.
You see them a lot. Now this is rare. This is a Sora back in September 5th. So you can see he's right over there. You got to be lucky. You got to have patience. Look at him.
No, yeah, patience.
Very rare, man. But this. Look at the peregrine falcon in flight.
Wow.
That's the Harrier. This is a Cooper, another type of hawk. The one that was eating the chasing the little. That's the same one. Now this is a cuckoo, yellow-billed cuckoo. This is a hawk, regular hawk, red-tailed hawk. Now this is a pleasure for you to see. I want you to
Coming
see
out of the house,
on the other
the
side.
box.
Yes, July 6th, so you can see the date. This is what's called an ibis.
Ibis. Okay.
Okay, this is an ibis.
Yeah, ibis.
Now you see it? Are you filming it?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a barn owl. You see it?
Oh, that's a barn owl on the box. Okay.
So look at the flighting of it. Look at this sucker.
Oh my God,
See
he's
it?
waiting for him.
Yeah. Now, and
Oh, look at
this
the
is
face.
these are different dates.
Whoa.
See him coming out? See this? If you look at the date, it's June 27th. There's
Oh, so
different
you're
dates.
just chilling at the box waiting for him to pop out.
Yeah, you go early in the morning. You see now this is June 26th of this is a bittern. This is the female.
You get here before sunrise?
Yeah, today I came at 9 because on the weekday. This is the glossy ibis I was showing you about.
Oh,
there goes the
beak
barn
is
owl on a
crazy.
different day. That was the barn owl on a different day that I was going to show you. You got to go early if you want to see them. Least, this is it flying again. The least bittern, the female. Female,
Oh, look at beautiful hair.
that's an egret, a snowy
Egret.
egret, snowy, and that's starling with a crook beak. There
Whoa.
goes the osprey. Yeah. There goes the snowies again over there, Big John. Here goes in flight the least bittern, and then you got here goes another. I just want to keep showing you this June 14th another time.
What a healthy display, man.
Notice the back of the red. He's looking. You gotta come. This is the least bittern. See, I'm not a birder, so I don't tell anyone what's here. I just talk to people like yourself and show them how beautiful. This is paradise. I tell everyone.
Oh man.
This place is the best. There's nothing better.
Wow.
This is again. There he's going eating that. There goes this is over there at
Is this
Marine
the
Park.
osprey
He's got
platform?
a fish osprey platform with the babies. This is they're having sex. The teals.
Oh wow.
I also got
In
me
the water.
swans. Now wait till you see these pictures of this hummingbirds coming up. You're
On the
gonna love
iris.
it. This is the baby on this is when she had her baby over here in Big John's Pond.
Oh,
June 9th. Okay, so you can
wow.
see.
Too nice.
Look how nice. See it? She's peeking. You
Okay,
see that?
so
These
it
are
can
all
hold-
rare birds, by the way. I'm not a birder,
Wow.
so these guys know the name of these.
Dude, I think you might be a birder.
No, I don't know. Look at this, 5 feet away. Look, see it? You see it?
Yes.
Look, watch.
cheeks.
Keep your eye on the hummingbird because you're going to see it close. You're going to see the red.
Hummingbirds.
Look at look at
How
John's
close
Pond.
are you to that?
I'm from here to where that
there?
tree's shaped. See it?
They're not
See it?
bashful.
May 8th, May 31st. Well, what happened was you got to be lucky. It came every hour for 6 hours.
Oh.
Took me.
that's interesting.
You see,
Same flower every 6 hours.
this guy kept coming. It was just that lucky day. See, she come and eat, and her friend comes, her boyfriend. See, the male is the green one. There it is. Look at the pictures. You see it? Look at the beauty of her flying.
Everything. It's all beautiful.
Look at the redness. See that?
Wow.
I never in my life had I gotten such. This was like a blessing. That's why I come to nature because I've been fortunate for 23 years since I started hiking in '97 and doing this, taking pictures of bears, grizzlies, everything, the works. Lakes, there's everything.
Wow.
But man, look at this. This is the yellow crown night herons. the baby with the ducks. This is, of course, the raccoons hiding in there. You got all type of stuff here, man. Oh, snake, a lot of snakes. You got black snakes. Here goes another different date of the when they're looking out of the barn owl. This is just the barn owl, which is the favorite, but I have other owls I'll show you in a minute. You see, here it comes again. Here's another date. Let me see if it's up there. See, they come back in February.
Is that a beaver?
That's, people think it's a beaver. It's a muskrat.
Muskrat, okay.
People don't know that they eat fish. Look how nice the ducklings. And a couple, I think, bay chesters. Here goes
Whoa, what's that?
That's a yellow crowned night heron.
Wow.
You got, oh, that's the green heron right there. Here it goes up close eating a bug in its mouth, see it? There's a bug in it. Now here's the mother in March. This is March, by the way. The pair's gonna stick their head out. See
oh,
it?
cool.
Yeah, you'll start seeing them, see it? She's curious.
Yeah. What's this world about?
Yeah, it's beautiful. But this is just this is at Big John's Pond. There's also a barn owl nest back there. But here you get good shots. This is
premature feathers.
Yeah, see them? Male, female. See her tailons? I'll show you other stuff. Yeah, you can't beat it, man. If you want to see this. This is rare. Maybe you'll like this.
That looks like sunset?
Yeah, they're having sex at 7 in the morning.
Something on fire. The sun.
See how they're holding each other?
Oh, wow.
Keep watching. See that? Look.
Wow.
I'll watch him mount her in a minute. See it?
Wow.
He's kissing her.
Wow.
Now he's mounting her.
Oh, it's so
Look,
beautiful.
Right behind her. See
oh,
it?
man.
See it? That's when they start making the babies. This is ospreys and see it?
This is incredible.
That's the same one. Look at it.
This is incredible.
Pretty? See it?
Yeah.
This is what you have here, man. This is what you have. This is years, different years. What I was showing you from the latest to the back. I like taking pictures of spider webs too.
Yeah.
I take pictures. Oh, this is rare from that's Prospect Park, the European finch. Very rare. Yeah, once in a while I go there, but I haven't gone there in a while. Here's the other barn owl, so you can see on the other side.
Yeah, I was in Prospect Park a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I haven't gone there in a while. Here's the green teal that I was telling you, and the one he was trying to eat was that one.
God.
The one I showed you earlier, he was trying to eat that one. But they're beautiful. Swans up front, real pretty.
Wow.
Taking a bath.
Wow, look how close you are.
Yeah. Here goes the harrier, it's flying. Look how beautiful. She's a beautiful bird. Harrier's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, they fly
beautiful
like
hawk.
low and
look
hard.
At the face.
Yeah.
Look at the features and everything.
Oh yeah.
But the one I wanted to show you, what you'll be impressed with, is let me see if I can get you.
It's all impressive, man.
Let's see if we can get the. Yeah, they're all nice. There's so much stuff. I just want to show you the owls. Okay.
Where are we now?
This is so you can see. September 6th, 2019.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see that's the hawk in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, that's on the other side.
Yeah.
Similar to the picture I showed you earlier, but this wasn't a red tail. It's a short-eared owl. The reason why you know it's unique.
Owl?
Yeah, it's unique to the markings of it, but you can tell by, see, you can tell by the way it's flying, but the head, you'll see other shots. See?
Oh, interesting.
See? That's unique to have the, but this is, see his head? I got it blurry because I was lucky to get any. But that's this. Look at this, baby.
God.
Since I showed you the eagles, look at this December of last year, so you can see.
December
of last year. The one I showed you, the eagle was yesterday, but this.
So they're here all year round?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're here, man. There must be there's nests around here. This place is paradise, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted you to get a look at some of the stuff.
You're proving it. You proved it.
You to get some, let me show you the a golden eagle.
Your energy is so awesome. I gotta tell you.
Let me show you the golden eagle. You didn't see a golden eagle.
I will see the golden eagle.
The golden eagle is very rare. This is another prize catch.
You're great, man.
Let me see, where is that? Where's the golden eagle at?
I love it.
Let's see.
I love this project.
Ready? Yeah, man.
Yes.
Here we go. Now this is, so you can see, April 3rd of this year, okay?
Yep.
I'm walking, I'm going to go where I do my walk by the water, and all of a sudden this guy pops up by the bench. Look at it. At first a lot of people say it's a juvenile. I said, no, that's not a juvenile. Look at the hooking of this beak. But that was a golden. This is a night heron eating a turtle. Oh, and the long-eared owl. This is what's going to come in 2 weeks. Whoa. That's the gray harrier in Floyd Bennett in 2018. But I'm going to show it to you here last December also.
At Floyd Bennett, not here.
Yeah, this is here now.
Okay.
But I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you this is here. It says 2019, but this is 2016.
You're right in his grill.
4 years ago, he was where I'm going now. Right where the stick is, and I'm walking in 5 inches on March 6, 2016.
He's on the ground?
I'm walking, no, he's on a stick.
Okay.
On a tree.
Oh, okay.
And March 6th, that's what I ran into.
He looks surprised to see you, man.
Wait, I got a lot of pictures of him. I just showed you that quickly. This is another picture of the harrier, so you could just see. Look at how close.
Beautiful.
That's just, here it is again now, look.
Whoa.
In the snow, so you can see the date was March 6th.
Yeah.
Like I told you, and there's more pictures, but that's what you see, man. Woo. There's a whole bunch of pictures there. That's just a long-eared owl. But I just wanted you to see a couple of them.
So tell me about the bear.
Now the bears.
Where did you shoot the bear?
The bears, I shot the bears and barred owls. Bears is Denali National Park, all over.
Oh, Denali up in.
Black bear, grizzly bear in Maine. I go to by Millinocket. It's like 13 hours ride. They got Mount Catadin up there by Baxter State Park.
Okay.
The 13-hour ride, and then you'll get black bear, moose.
So have you been in love with nature like this your whole life?
Yeah, yeah. Pretty much. What happened was when we were working back in when I was working in for the transit. And then one of the guys was asking, and he knows we were talking, and I said, wow, nice, I'd like to try it. So he said, you want to try hiking? I said, yes. So I tried it at age 39.
Okay.
For 23 years. That's
beautiful, man.
I had a Randax black bear, 15 feet, 10 feet with the tent. Beautiful. You see him coming in.
Where you going, the high peaks?
I want to go, Marcy.
Yep, Marcy.
A couple others. We started in Bear Mountain also. Smoky Mountains.
Wow.
We went to, what's that up there by Washington and Maryland? I forget the park there.
Washington State?
Right. I went there to Mount St. Helens. The other one is the Cascades.
Cascades.
And then you went to Yellowstone. I went in 03.
The landscape is incredible.
You hike like this, and me and you were here, you'll see bears over there. It's just amazing. So I tell anybody, they say, what park do you recommend, national park? I say, if you're asking me for the abundance of beauty and the quality of wildlife and the walking, it's definitely Yellowstone. I said, now, if you're talking real scenic beauty, Yosemite is like a cathedral. Yosemite, and you also have Kings Canyon and Sequoia, which are the big trees.
Right. Oh, right.
All the national parks are beautiful, but I tell people, especially if they're birders, these guys you see going crazy looking for these things, I say, you know where you want to go? Go to the Everglades, because I've been trying to get the mountain lion to add to my repertoire with all the others, but I just haven't. But I'm thinking, hopefully with this COVID, it won't be as bad, and I'll go to El Paso, Texas, and drive 4 hours to Big Bend National Park. And then that's how I always do my trips. And then on my own itinerary, and then I work them out. I stay in the hotel there, and then like something like that, which is elusive, I just know where it's at, study the area, talk to the rangers, and then what I do, just park in the car and stay there for 24 hours. And let them come to
and
me.
get a feel.
That's how you get a lot of
let them come to you.
The rare snakes that come out at night.
Right,
So
not moving around.
Out for years. I've been planning it 3 years.
Right, you're just sitting still and letting it come.
Let it come to you, the mountain lion. But they're known to come to you now. What's happening in a lot of national parks is keeping the people away.
Yeah.
So the animals coming in.
Yeah.
So now the creatures that you wanted to get,
yeah,
man, you go now. If you live in California, you could drive 3 hours. And you can get in the park. I tell the guy, go now, man. Don't be a fool. Wear your mask. Go, because I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna see the mountain lion. You're gonna see all those rare hawks. They got confidence now because there's people in out here.
It's free to move.
It's beautiful, and you don't expect it. That's why I love this place. I live in 92nd Street in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Man, and
yeah, you're close.
Yeah, it's for the health. You know what I mean? That's how, I've always been a fat guy, you know what I mean? I'm not over the years.
I do know what you mean.
Over the years I've gained it, but I've been happy. I got married at 19.
It's beautiful.
I'm 62,
Oh, wow.
And, I got 2 kids, they're big, 41 and
congratulations to all that, man. That's all good.
It's always been nature.
What a full life, man.
Yeah. People tell me, like, you have deaths in the family, which I had, and you have this and that, and tragedies, and people get sad. And I tell them, whenever you're depressed, you don't need to take drugs and just smoke. Come out here.
Get out here,
walk
man.
out there.
You are spelling it out.
When you read the Appalachian Mountain Club and things like that, and you start reading from back then, the books, Trail Safe and all that, and then you read guys like John Muir, when as soon as they walk in, they tell you it's like a church.
Yep.
It's like cleanse your soul.
It's true.
I tell people go out there and get, don't stay inside, walk. If you could walk, even if you can't walk.
Touch a tree, do something.
But I tell them, just look, just observing, man. That's why I see a lot of things. It really meets.
Yeah.
Because this place is unique.
Yeah.
And everything I tell these people.
I mean, you've been all around, and you're saying this is the most unique place.
7 years I've been meeting people.
I just laugh when you say you're not a birder.
Yeah. Everybody laughs. I say, look, what happened was, being that I told you the story, joining the Appalachian Mountain Club, they sent me a 3rd edition of North American Birds.
Right.
And it's National Geographic. And I've had it for up to last year before they fell apart. And every time I've been reading it for so many years, and now when birds come to me or reading, it's automatic. It's like in the computer. So when people tell me this, I'll say, well, I think that's this and this. And they say, you're a bird. I say, look, I'm not a bird.
So what would you say the difference between you and a birder is?
I say the difference between me and a bird is I tell them I don't chase birds. In other words,
oh, right, that's a big difference. I understand what you're saying.
Just to get it in your own backyard, 20 minutes away. You know what? You know this wasn't existing up to about 12, up to 11. That's when the waters and the air really started getting cleaning, and I started noticing.
Interesting.
I started seeing, like in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. I said, those are fucking hawks.
Isn't that interesting?
So then I started seeing, and I always do walking by the.
You're giving me goosebumps now, man.
And then I started seeing all this beauty. Staten Island got eagles. Everything, all these boroughs. Central Park right now has hawks. The guy just told me they got barred owls there just now.
The great rebound.
Yeah, but I tell everybody that symbol right there.
Yeah.
That National Park Service hit me.
Yeah, the arrowhead.
When I said I never came here all those years, born here in the U.S. And I said, man, I never. And when I retired in 13, I said, you know what? I gotta go there, and I gotta go to Floyd Bennett because I just heard. And as soon as I went, I'm Floyd Bennett. I didn't show you the snowy owl.
Is Floyd Bennett in here pretty similar?
Yeah,
with the wildlife.
It's part of the National Recreation Gateway National Recreation. It says Gateway National Recreation Area.
Yeah.
And they got the symbol of it, but the National Park Service. So they're all intertwined.
Right.
But they're all, in other words, like Central Park is also a major waterway for migration.
Oh, right.
But there's nothing like this because I tell people, you're surrounded by waters, estuaries on both sides.
Yeah.
You go over there. These guys put on the boots. There's a guy here that, the black guy, I forget his name.
Waiters?
I met him 8 months ago, and he posted everything. But when I showed him what I showed you, he reminds me of you because I'm talking to you not only. He's black, he's a young man, he's like 35. He says, Ricky, I gotta have this. I gotta do this. I told him, you walk around.
You hooked him?
And you get everything. And look at him, man. This guy, he got the computer. He got he got a heavy duty camera like I told you. I had the regular one. He got the heavy duty one.
Yeah.
And that dude, all of a sudden, man.
If
he comes here, I wish. If you see him, if you see him,
I'll hit him up.
If you see him, say Ricky said, you'll know him because he got a big lens like this. Charles, okay. If you see Charles,
well, I'm going to be here all day today.
Well,
so.
Okay. If you see Charles passing by, just see his pictures. And you'll see, he said, Ricky, I owe you gratitude. I said, I didn't lie to him, just like I'm telling him, this place is paradise. I tell people that and I go, paradise without the beauty. But I said, to me, it's beautiful, and to the wildlife, it's beautiful because you got snakes, 4 kinds of snakes.
No, it's the paradise, man. So some people build palaces.
Yes.
So I asked them, would you rather have a palace or paradise?
This, man, this is it.
Paradise is the right answer.
Are you kidding me? Now, you know what's beautiful about Floyd Bennett now that we're talking about being part of National Park? They got spots where you can rent. There's a tent area there. They charge you, I think it's like $15 a night.
Well, like lean-tos?
No, you bring your own tent. It's an area and you just set up tents.
Oh, okay.
It's like a campground area, which you could go there.
All right.
It's really nice.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, you go fishing, kayaking. But this place is...
Oh, do they rent kayaks down there?
I don't think they do.
Sheepshead Bay, I found out yesterday. There's a guy at Sheepshead Bay. They rent some.
Nice.
I'm gonna check that out.
Now it's illegal to kayak. Well, not in this water, but on the other waters, I noticed there's boats fishing. You can see them, but people. Another thing I don't like.
The Refuge area.
They go off the trails. I never go off the trails. Like I'm talking to you here, I don't like standing here because we belong over there.
Is this off the trail right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we belong here. We don't belong there. But
well, your enthusiasm is.
How's it going there? Yeah, I was just talking to this gentleman. How you doing? This is the guy. Showed me your eagle yesterday.
Yeah, my phone.
Let me just show you the one shot. I've been talking to him for a half hour. Thank God I'm not in no hurry. So
that's a nice thing not to be in a hurry.
Yeah. So I'm just going to show you while you show him that. I'm just going to show you the one you saw yesterday that I told you about. But he's got a nice juvenile eagle. Since I showed you the bald eagle, take a look at his juvenile eagle.
Wow. Oh my God, totally awesome.
And then
how wide would you say this wingspan is?
Oh, they got an 8-footer. Literally coming off the boardwalk right by the bench on the midpoint there. And I just felt a presence off to my side. And now I had trees in front of me because I'm on a little boardwalk. And I was like, come on, get in the clearing, because I didn't want him. I wanted to get a side shot. I didn't want to take a shot when he's over there. And then luckily he just got in that one spot. I'm like, click, click, click. And I got like 6 shots.
Awesome.
It's like, oh, cool. I told you I was going to go to the causeway and go home.
Right.
I went there, and I'm standing there, and there was some nice swans. They were flapping their wings. I got some interesting stuff. It was, shit to pass the time, waiting for something cool to happen. And then I walked down to the main causeway there, and I was doing some ruddy ducks and whatnot, got some good reflections because the water was pretty much mirror-like yesterday.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm talking to these two ladies that came from Manhattan, and her friend was the first time she was here, and they were explaining, well, where's JFK? Oh, I think it's that. I said, no, it's over that way. So then all of a sudden, just as we're saying that, the Harrier comes.
There you go.
And he comes from the visitor center.
He's great.
Straight at me over the reeds. And I'm like, and I'm saying to the ladies, because they're sitting on the log, I said,
Nice.
Harrier, Harrier, Harrier. And I went like this. And just as I'm waiting like this, and waiting for him to come closer and closer, so I'm in range,
Turned off.
he makes a U-turn and goes back. I was like, son of a bitch. I
I did
got
that this morning.
6 awesome shots of his ass.
Nice.
Camera shy.
Yeah, but
Snowy
they're
owls
around.
are back.
Snowy owls good.
Yep. They didn't say where, but they already started putting
Oh,
photos
on
up.
other areas you mean?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Jones Beach or
Okay.
what, but it's not
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's not here yet. Here it'll be in the winter on the other side.
But
But you know what? Like I tell everybody, it has wings and it can fly to the side because one day I remember.
They're mobile.
Yeah.
I was showing you the pictures of the birds. In April, I was pulled up the car, and I see about 20 other guys like yourself and some other guys taking pictures because all the warblers in them were here.
Right.
There were about 20 warblers then, and now
You couldn't even get out of the parking lot.
Yeah, Johan said, Ricky, come here. I said, no, I'll come back later. And I went to my favorite spot, walking all around there. You know what happened a week later? I got all the birds that these guys got there.
Oh, yeah.
They don't stay in one place.
Yeah.
The tundra strong, the
That's a
pelican.
bird. Hey, man.
Nice talking to you.
Great sharing, brother.
All right. Good luck.
Absolutely.
Nice talking to you,
Peace,
man.
man.
Take care.
Really nice. Oh my God. From childhood memories of nature, do you remember specifically a time when you just said, oh my, this is just so unbelievable, like either looking at the veins in a leaf or anything come to mind?
No, I think always I've enjoyed nature because my family is like that.
Right, so you learned.
Everybody's just always, I mean, it was normal to just drive around with my grandparents and look at everybody's garden in the neighborhood, and my aunts and my grandma would like keep up to date on who had planted what each season, and it was just a pastime.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So you learned to love nature. You were taught.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, because this is an ability. I really think we boiled it down to like love. To be able to love is an ability that you can learn to do better. And so the other idea is like, well, if you could love nature super deep, like really deeply, like the nature of nature, then I think we're thinking like maybe then that expands your ability to love anything else, like yourself and your loved ones, animals.
Yeah.
So that brings me to like, so what's your take on squirrels?
I love them.
Good answer.
I watch them in my binoculars sometimes. It's fun to get. I mean, I was just looking at one before. It was just sitting on a tree eating something, but it was like this close right here. Especially with binoculars, it's fun to get to see nature happening without disrupting it, because you can see a bird catching an insect, and there's all kinds of different stuff that's happening all around you that we just don't notice maybe, or I hadn't noticed before.
Oh, and the binos are helping you zoom in on that. No pun intended.
Yeah, and also you can be far enough away where things are happening that if you were closer to see with your eyes, you'd be disrupting it.
Right.
And it would stop.
So how long you been using binoculars to connect?
Only since May.
Ah, that's cool. So that actually answers my next question. So I usually ask, like, do you feel your relationship with nature has been growing throughout your life? And you just hit it hard.
Yeah, definitely.
So in May, it grew another level layer when you got binoculars, and you're now looking at nature from a little further distance, getting a lot more detail without interrupting the action.
Yeah, plus I'm excited about birding, because I always would get through winter skiing.
Right.
And now birding in winter, I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Ah, right, because they're in motion, then they're migrating.
It's when all the ducks are out, like
Right.
ducks that I can't even believe exist.
Interesting.
Are just floating around in Central Park today.
Wow. Central Park, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was looking at him the other day, because I go up to Central Park all the time, and I was looking at him the other day, and I went there specifically to see these ducks because there's a Twitter that I follow that says what's there.
Oh, they point you in the direction. Oh, right.
So they tell, like, this Twitter will repost what exciting birds
Daily.
in Central Park. Yeah. So I went there to see some ducks, and people are just jogging around the lake.
Yeah.
Like I would have been
Right.
a few months prior.
Oblivious.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Right, and that is an interesting thing because nature is so omnipresent, sustaining the planet and doing the right thing for the climate, which is all a very good thing, you know, obviously. But it's more like making your personal connection with the magic place while you're here, because that's where the richness is.
Yeah.
You miss that. I don't care if you think you're rich, you're not rich.
No.
You know, that's really key. So, you know, these conversations may be making a little, motivating people to make a little part of their garden more wild, and like putting a piece of wood on your dashboard in your car. These things, you know, like people have been telling me, well, in my pocket, I normally will carry a smooth stone that I found at the beach or a shell. So things like this. So like, do you, what do you have? What is it? A rock?
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. My friend gave it to me.
It's awesome.
It's sparkly.
And you got it. It's like my backpack. It's easy to get deep with them quickly.
Yeah, that's a nice thing.
Oh, it's a great thing, yeah. Yeah, that's why we're doing pretty good with this thing.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you.
Hey,
Good luck with your project.
thank you very much. And the Queen side of the Jamaica Bay Refuge on this trail. And I'm seeing, like, where am I? These are beautiful birch. I believe a silver birch. I should find out for you guys. Like, what's what? Pretty, huh? Queens side. Went from Brooklyn to Queens by crossing the boulevard. But where am I now? I crossed into something even more interesting, or next layer interesting. These are beauties. Look at these guys. This is the side that the birders were telling me also has amazing sightings of wildlife. So we figured we'd come over here for the first time. I haven't spoken to anyone on this side yet. This morning has been fantastic. So here's a fork in the road. I don't know which way to go. Let's take the right fork. Yeah, this is the journey. The Wonderland journey. This way I felt was going more down and toward the water. For the first trip, maybe the way to go. I'm in the groove of the path. Got vine cut back in here. More birch, reeds. What kind of trees that I should know the names. I'm gonna guess magnolia, but probably not. Yeah, when we get to full production, we'll have quick cutaways to exactly what we have here. So this is a marsh boardwalk. It's elevated over some soft, delicate habitat, letting these ferns grow. Pretty ferns. And it's a nice boardwalk. We're definitely lower, closer to sea level. This trunk of tree is it's a tulip? No, damn, I gotta get my names. I should be ashamed of myself. I'm not though, I'm not a name guy. Wow, this is cool. Look at this. Let it bounce a little. Coming back south. Poison ivy. Stay away from that. Stay on the path. See some turtles in here, maybe. Oh yeah, that's wet right there. No markings. No trail markings, whatever. I mean, whatever. Hopefully, it's obviously the trail. Won't fall off the boards. Keep it. Let me go uphill a little bit. So we're in like marshy wetland vein there. Apparently we just went up 3 feet, 2 to 3. Contours important. All right, to be continued. Here come the choo-choo train. Coming out of Far Rockaway to Manhattan. 2 trains. They should be on separate tracks, right? Are they? Are they? Are they? Yeah. It's good to see. Let's try this narrow passage. A little muddy. Worth it? Sure. Get a little dirty, right? You just hang right here and see if anything walks by, right? Hey guys.
This way?
You know, this is the first time I'm here.
Oh, us too.
There's proper blinds, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry? Yeah, there's a couple. There's one just up this way.
Do you know what type of duck? That's a duck out there, right?
That's a bufflehead.
Bufflehead.
If you're looking at the white.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you said the name, I'm like, yeah, okay. Buffle.
We're looking for it. Something like that.
Good luck.
Thanks.
And this way seemed like the same length. It's a little wetter there, but
Oh, is it?
I didn't really push. Maybe there's something that way.
Good try.
I think we have to go left at the bench.
Oh, this bench? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's only one bench that I've seen.
Thanks. Good luck.
Yep.
That's a dead end.
Yeah,
So we don't get your shoes wet for
look, get a little wet. Thanks. Oh, you guys are very quiet. No, but you guys.
Oh, yeah, we're very stealthy.
Good work. Yeah, man.
I saw that the white pelican might be back.
All right, okay.
Because I took pictures of it last year. Somebody got a picture of it flying and
That's great. Coming back. Coming through.
coming through.
Yeah, I really don't know a lot of names, but there's some really interesting characters up around those poles. Like a long black beak with a white breast. A couple of them. Like, what are those guys?
Ducks. Yeah, I know. These little guys are mergansers
Okay.
and ruddy ducks.
Heard about the reddies.
Yeah, the mask actually. I'm taking.
I know.
right
Go
down.
for it.
Because it's
I'm with the distance.
yeah, we're far
Outside, but I don't want to insult anyone. So you come like fairly regularly?
We live in Broad Channel. My neighbor lives down the block from me.
This is your neck of the woods,
Yeah.
literally. So I'm doing this project going to parks in New York, asking people if they like to share what they love about nature.
You're doing a
That's my project currently.
oh, well,
And if you'd like to share, fine. If not, fine. It's all good. I could tell you love nature, obviously.
I love everything about it.
Yeah.
Renewal.
Renewal. It's renewal.
There's hope.
Yep.
You know, just beauty, of course.
Beauty.
Sometimes ugly beauty.
Yep.
When I saw an osprey flying with some kind of an animal in its claws, I was a little like, oh, I don't need to see what you eat. You know, but.
That's like I call that the eaten,
right.
and Eden. Trying to make sense of what the Eden would be like if there wasn't eating.
Right, yes.
And being eaten. Have you been photographing nature a long time?
No, not at all.
So it's a new practice.
Uh-huh.
That's one of my questions I ask people. Do they feel their relationship with nature is growing in any way? So this would be an example.
Oh, yes, of course it is. I mean, I'm a city girl. And,
okay.
You know, we're looking for any opportunity.
Right.
To connect with nature.
That's great. That's what it's about. That's what this conversation, I'm working to show people's different perspectives on how they do that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to parks all throughout the state, inner city, high peaks, Adirondacks, out on the beaches, here, there, everywhere.
Wow.
That's why it's the first time I've been here, but I've always known about the Jamaica.
So you've been traveling a lot then?
I've been moving around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you could check the website, you could see them, but it's just fascinating, you know. Like one kid said, I asked him what was his early memory of nature, like recognizing how, you know, amazing it is. And he said, baseball. And I, like, baseball? And then when we got down to the bottom of it, he's outdoors on the grass, looking at the dandelions, not into baseball. Mm-hmm. And he remembers how entertaining the nature part was on a baseball field.
Uh-huh.
Like he remembers that as an older man, yeah. His connection with nature.
My sister and I talk about, you know, we grew up in Long Island City, in a factory kind of neighborhood.
Yeah, I know.
And there was this a remnant from, you know, on the corner of a house down a hill. Like nobody had houses. We all lived in these apartments. And the bushes there, that to us was like a wilderness.
Bushes.
It was like a forest.
A little green patch.
Right, right.
And there's always a place to find it. Like if it's behind the garage where there's some weeds and trees.
Right, the kids will always find it. Right.
During Ringalivio, whatever you did back in the day, you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's everywhere, right? And so like some of the examples are interesting. I'll touch the bark on a tree just to think about the texture and the bark on the tree and what's going on there. Looking up at the sky. Right. People tell me like they'll carry like a smooth rock in their pocket from the beach and touch that, and it makes that connection for them. It's like this quick meditative connection, which is really great, you know. That when you said renewal, so part of this project is it's not mostly focused on sustaining the planet, which is a great thing to do, but it's like really sustaining the richness in us that is so in this magic land. And we need to really touch more of that, like constantly, you know, like every day, just a quick little hit or a long hit, like just me sitting in a place like this for hours and watching and seeing the light change, you know. Especially this time of year, it happens pretty quick.
What's the name of the project?
It's called You'll Wonder. I'm a landscape artist. I create landscapes that look like wildernesses. So I do like forest floors and logjam waterfalls in small spaces and worked in my community with stuff like that. And so this project, it's been in the making for a few years, and I started recording a couple of months ago. So on the YouTube page, you know, I just let people talk about what they love, and it's just incredible what's happening here. So this part of the project is called Wandering with Strangers.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Right? So you never know what you're going to get with a stranger, and I've been getting better at knowing like who to engage and who not to, and every once in a while you'll get, well, no, I really feel like talking, but it was just like great also. Enjoy. Thank you very much. You'll wonder. Thank you. Enjoy.
Hello.
Hi guys. Robert Moses, I think, had something to do with this.
Yeah, I think he had something to do with everything.
Parks. Yeah,
I think he was was a good guy. He had a lot of. He didn't sleep.
Did you read his book, The Power Broker? Well, the fact that he said he didn't sleep, the thing that I remember, this of course before cell phones, and when he was doing Jones Beach and he's heading out on the Sunset Parkway, which was his parkway, but he would travel, so the offices are under the Triborough, which is now the RFK. They would leave, he would be in his limo with the engineers and secretaries, and there'd be a limousine with other engineers and secretaries would be following them. They would get like out to like where I live now, exit 17 on the Sunset Parkway, pull over. Moses gets out of the first car, he goes into the second car, first car turns around and heads back to the office to do everything he told them to do.
Oh, wow.
And then he heads with the B team out to the project at, Jones Beach.
Wow. Major workaholic.
And getting stuff done in a pretty short period of time.
Yeah.
He started late.
Really?
Relatively, yeah. With the whole Parks Commissioner stuff.
Did a lot.
But it's incredible. And, there's things that he did. Like, he actually displaced my mother's family in Sheepshead Bay, the Bell Parkway. Not them, but everyone, all their family and friends to the north, I guess. So they're on Dooley Street. I don't know if you're familiar with Sheepshead Bay. So to get to the neighbors that the homes were left, like a block up, they'd have to walk and go under the Bell Parkway and come back. Changed everything, So people don't like change all the time.
Well, and especially when it's government coming in and saying, we're taking
taking your land.
We're going to give you 50 cents.
He did that to a lot of people.
Take it or leave it.
He did that to a lot of people, but the thing is, we wouldn't have, this wouldn't be anything. This wouldn't be anything like this. I mean, the island wouldn't have been able to develop. The city would not have grown the way it is because of all the arteries that they put in to the burbs. And then everyone copied them around the world. Well, he's a car guy. He's not the train guy. And they called it the Parkway because it was the road that took you to the park from the city, the Parkway.
The park being Jones Beach.
All the parks, Southern State Parkway, called the Parkway. He named it a Parkway because it was the road that should look like a park, taking you to the park, the Parkway. Asking people if they like to share what they love about nature. And it's been quite the thing. It's been a couple of months, and I've been to upstate New York, up in the Adirondacks, Catskills, Montauk a couple of days ago, here yesterday, here today, because today this place is pretty incredible.
Where are you going next?
Sheepshead Bay, I'm going to rent a kayak tomorrow, and it depends on the weather. Last name is UHL, Yule, and it plays Yule Wonder. Like, I was working on the project, and I want to get people to wonder, so we're wondering with strangers right now. Right? We were strangers, but we're not strangers because we're all connected to nature, and this is absolutely. And we're the number one thing we're connected with is it's right here, yeah.
So the purpose of it is to also put on your website as a documentary, or?
I've been involved in environmental projects my whole life, pretty much, and especially in my town. And I'm a landscape artist that creates gardens that are like wilderness gardens.
Oh, cool.
So no lawns, it's forest floors, log jam waterfalls, all nature.
Frederick Olmsted, a hero?
It's my boy.
He is a hero.
So I've been to Central Park and Prospect Park, one of the first two parks, and his image is actually, I put in the piece.
Oh, cool.
You can thank him. Yeah.
He's a real visionary.
Uber hero, man. He did what you're thinking. He didn't make a grand park that they have in Paris and London with all 90-degree man-made angles.
Right. Yeah, it was natural.
He went wilderness.
How could you be in Central Park, which is really so narrow?
Right. It's a rectangle on the outside.
In the woods.
Yeah, man. Yeah. In a lot of different places. It's
that whole northern part.
Totally
I did
inspired.
A hike recently with the shore walkers.
Oh, right.
In Rambling Woods.
Yeah, Rambling Woods. Well, in Prospect Park, was the last time you were in Prospect Park?
We were close, but we didn't actually go.
Yeah, I did go recently. Yeah.
I got such a great talk with a guy at Prospect Park Woodlands. It's a small little space, but man, you're in deep, deep woods. And that's what I do. So you're walking in the suburbs and it's lawns and everything, and all of a sudden it's whoa, forest floor. And I'm inviting people, if you go to the website, I've been inviting people. So I have a sign now out front. The garden's 25 years old. So back in the day when I was removing all this soil out of 60 by 40.
This is on your property?
Yeah, this is my first one's on my property. And then I got to do a 4-year project up in the Mid-Hudson Valley because of it.
Oh, someone
hired me to do that, yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah, the reservoir is pretty cool.
Croton.
Croton is great.
Oh my God.
That wall.
We did that on Saturday. It's
Well, this is the thing also with the current situation with the corona is like people are, as you know, way more outside than they've ever been. So there's this connection.
Desperate for entertainment.
And desperate for entertainment, desperate to get out of the house, change the scenery. So they're coming to places like this, and it's wonderful, you know. It's like, and it's mostly they're walking and biking. It's not like they're driving to it because they're staying local. And like I talk to people here, and this is definitely the talk to the rangers, and you know, usage is up. Usage has been up pretty hard since March, and I've got permits to drive on beaches.
Right, that's great.
Right.
Yeah, I went out with a friend who on the beach.
All right, I'm gonna sit
in Suffolk.
Got two on the line right here.
Oh, really?
You guys.
Oh.
I'm fishing for love of nature. That's what I'm doing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Nobody does it better.
I'm a fisherman. Yeah, so that's the first two places I thought of. That's how I would access them. But so you've been to the other side of this yet?
Yes, we just came from it. Condex is daunting for me because
Why?
I have zero sense of direction, and it's so big, and it's so.
Well, you pick one spot. Like my favorite spot to go is the high peaks.
That's where my son goes.
Yeah, even if you're not hiking up into anything, the fact that you're in that high altitude to begin with, there's
But
something.
He's taken me on hikes there where I about died.
Yeah, well,
I
there's.
mean, you know, he's like, Mother, this
You-
is an easy hike, and
No.
you're in water,
Yeah,
you're climbing
no.
boulders that are this
No,
tall.
you can get hurt.
It's like, are you kidding me? It's like you're gonna have to carry me out if we don't turn around soon.
Well, that's the other thing too. Like, if you have a plan where one person wants to go to the top, you know, if you go halfway and find a place to just sit and enjoy it, that's another great way to do it. Because now you really just, and it's not easy to just sit and be quiet. I mean,
Not for us. We like to
and you see how loud I am, like right now, because we're talking. But it's kind of cool to just, you know, and then like 10 minutes you're like bored, but then you go 15 minutes, it's like something cool happened, and you caught it because you weren't talking.
It's like a wake meditation.
Yeah, it's awake meditation.
So, like, what's your favorite beach?
Gilgo is the closest.
That is very cool. That's where I went with my friend the four-wheel drive.
Listen, I just
Suffolk.
walked there though.
Then
and I
Saw
didn't
Thumb
get it.
and-
Like, why is it better than Jones Beach?
The access with the truck.
Because you can get on it with your own wheels.
And you feel like I feel like I'm in any fabulous beach in the world.
Yeah, it's cool because it's a whole beach. It's like a whole environment, and it's not like a lot of music and dense like blanket.
Yeah, I hate that.
You have your own space on the beach.
You have your own space. I mean, we bring out porta potty. My wife, I have a little tent. You see these little tents with porta potties, so you can stay out all day, not have to hope there's a bathroom open and walk to it. You can bring a little barbecue. People this year, which I've never seen before, but I think they were relaxed with it. People had open fires this year in the summer, late at night. Like they would dig huge holes in the sand and have it down in the pit. And I would see like 8, 9, 12 people, you know, plan this out because they all brought wood, and with their pickups and their Jeeps and whatnot. And so it's like a whole happening. And then you get to watch the surfers.
Right,
You
that
get
was fabulous.
the fishermen, the kite surfing. We took the ferry, the subway ferry from the Rockaways to Lower Manhattan. And that's really,
That was great.
that's awesome. It's super inexpensive. It'll probably be nobody there this year. I mean, this time of year. And you're on like a really nice boat. You're sitting on the deck if it's good weather. You probably won't even have.
That's a fun idea.
Oh no, this you got to do.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, because so you're coming, you know, right past the Statue of Liberty into the New York Harbor,
With the sisters this week.
and it takes you right to the South Street Seaport.
Yeah, you should do that.
South Street Seaport is like all redone.
So where do you start? You start in Far Rockaway?
Yeah, get on and off and just go up into the Bronx with it on water. Yeah, so you're in nature, you know, it's pretty cool. And the choppers are coming in and out, well, they were then, so I don't know, but that was kind of cool, like very happening stuff as you're coming near the bridge, getting to the seaport, the helicopters are jumping around, boats are moving, very New York. And you're on the river, but like where there's like a surf community in the Rockaways is kind of funky
And do you know where that
and
is?
unique. No, but it's an easy search. You know, surf shop in the Rockaways. Days like today, you know, I don't know what the surf is like.
Well, that's probably where we'll.
Is the Botanical Gardens open?
It is.
Yeah.
You have to do timed entry. And believe it or not, I mean, I do a lot of things, try to do things there, but I've never been in their woods. They have woods.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I've
yeah.
always been heavily
That's
garden focused.
That's really good. And then you could go to Arthur Avenue late after.
Arthur's perfect.
Yeah, to go to Arthur Avenue. That would be good to do.
Yeah.
They happen to be right there, yeah. Yeah, and the woods, are they doing the train show this year?
They are.
Oh, wow.
And I think the train show is going to be in the Hopt Conservatory.
I never
Sweet.
done that. It's supposed to be very cool.
Oh,
I did that
yeah.
when my son was little because he loved the trains.
I know the people that do that.
And
And
again, it's going to be timed entry. You
Yep.
have to get your tickets ahead of time.
you know the deal with it, right? So it's all historic New York made out of plant, so it's the old Penn Station, the old this, that, and the other, the cityscapes done with, plant life.
Right.
So trees and bark.
I love that place. The cherry blossoms last spring.
Did you really?
My first time.
Have you been there when they were like just starting to come off and the breezes are happening? That's the magical time, man. You really got to try to plan that because like
I was there, right? Like a pink carpet right in front of
the
you.
pink carpet, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were there during that.
Yes, it was fabulous.
I find that there's the opening, it's when they're fresh, and there's 3 phases of it.
Right.
But that third phase, man, when the wind blows, and it's interesting because it's pink snow and a pink rug.
And there were a lot of people there that day that I was there who were taking their engagement pictures.
And that's my next thing.
So it was just a riot.
So,
because,
yeah.
You should have seen the outfits.
Oh yeah, and the Asian, there's like a
Yes, it was all
the people that are hip to it come to celebrate, and they're Asian. That's New York. Yeah.
It was very cool.
Yeah, I had a nice conversation with a group of Hasidic gentlemen, and it was great. That's what this is about. I'm talking to New York.
Yeah.
You know what that means? The planet.
Well, that's cool that you're doing this project.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check you out on the internet.
So you guys are honey makers. So part of the
Honeymakers.
you're the honey makers. You're sharing your sweet love of nature.
Aww.
And the hive makers are the guys who build and ladies who build gardens. They're the hive makers. And the goal is once enough momentum takes place and we're learning from each other how to love nature and what we all do to love nature, that's huge. And then I want to track the queen bee. And the queen bee is not a man or a female, but a queen bee, creating a wilderness in places like mall parking lots. I'll give them all out and if anything hits. So your earliest memory of nature when you just said, oh my God, this is magic, like when you were a kid. The second is, I've never done it like this, so it's interesting.
So can I tell you?
Yeah, let's stop there then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it was Central Park. Like, we grew up in Jackson Heights, a very urban area.
This is a trailhead?
It's a very short dead-end trail, and it's wet right there.
So don't go.
Yeah, you're definitely you're gonna ruin your shoes.
Do you know?
This way it's dry, but someone was here. This is my first time here today. Okay, so this one, there was a major photographer guy here just recently looking for a blind. So there's a blind around here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a blind back up this way.
You know where the blind is? It's that way?
For birds, there's like a shack.
Yeah.
Near the water.
It's like a hiding place to photograph.
People that do so that you don't scare the
Right.
birds.
We were here when we were here.
Month and a half ago.
Yeah, on that, we did that. Then I wanted to see this side.
That's it, man.
We lucked out in the weather.
You're exploring.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy
All
your
right.
day. Thank you.
Beware of the wolves.
Oh, we would love to see it. That would be great.
We saw a raccoon. No wolves. I see raccoons.
So Central Park when you were a young girl.
So Central Park. So me and my 3 sisters were not allowed off our block supervised.
Yeah, all right.
And my mother was into cultural things. She loved the arts and the museums and all of that stuff. And we were like all other kids. Even though we were girls, utterly bored with that stuff. So our favorite thing was when she would take us to Central Park after one of the museums, either the Natural History or Museum of Modern Art.
Right, Met. Yep.
And we would be clambering over those rocks and climbing the trees.
Wow.
Climbing those big old trees. It was our favorite thing to do.
Hugging the limbs.
Just, we would always be dressed up because you went into the city dressed.
Right, that's interesting too, right?
So it didn't matter to us.
So in your Sunday best, getting down and dirty.
And so you're walking in Central Park and you saw the nature.
Well, reminded of that and how much we loved it.
Right.
And how thankful I am to people like Olmsted who had the vision.
Yeah.
and such talent, and there's so many beautiful things to see in that park that I'm stunned.
Yeah, and he made it so that if you're looking this way, there's no giveaway that you're not in a wilderness.
None.
You know, you're in a wilderness, period.
You can hear the traffic, but also the bridges, because like all the roads, go down.
Yep.
The bridges carry the people over.
Yep.
And that was, of course, all done intentionally. And the bridges, if you just look at the bridges, it's cool.
So do you feel your relationship has been evolving and growing over the years with nature?
Absolutely.
So you've done different things, obviously, since you've been to Central Park.
I never realized how much I like being outside. And probably when I did was when I became a scout leader.
Oh.
And so I started doing trips with them. I was organizing things for a very active troop that had major backpacking trips once a month.
Wow.
And little ones weekly. I slept in the snow with a 50-pound pack.
Listen to you.
Which, like, if you told me that something like that could happen, that I would, be doing things like that, I never, ever would have believed you.
How many nights would you stay out? A couple of nights.
A couple, right.
One night is very different than no nights.
I would come home after 3 days, 4 days on a trip like that, and I would be so thankful for electricity, running water.
Yes.
But I loved being outdoors. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, and that electricity and that running water is nature too, right? But it's indoor nature.
Right. But until my 40s or 50s, I didn't know how much I liked being outside.
Very interesting.
And so now, I have my friend who is happy to, check things out.
Oh, you have an outdoor buddy to go out with?
Here.
Look at that. That's very nice.
Here. My sisters I have to drag, I mean, so many of my friends.
Right, you just say yes and you're ready. You don't have to hassle, like...
She doesn't ask. She's like, yep, let's go.
No negotiation needed.
No. No arm twisting, no bribery.
Right. Awesome.
Just do it.
Let's just figure it out. Yeah.
So what's your guys' take of squirrels? I ask everyone this one.
Squirrels.
Yeah, like what's your first thought?
Creep me out, but
okay.
I had never seen a black squirrel until I noticed one in my backyard around when I first moved in. I had never seen black squirrels, and so I looked at them with kind of amazement.
Yeah, shiny black.
Yeah, shiny, yeah. And
So the first thing you said, why do you think they creep you out a little bit?
Because they remind me of rats.
Interesting. I'm wondering aloud that since they don't have a rat-like tail, they have that fluffy tail. Yeah. That's a big difference aesthetically.
Right.
You're not going to believe what I just found. I personally can't believe what I just found. And I'm pretty sure the window was open.
What's he doing?
Maybe not. Hanging from the screen.
Oh Lordy. And
this
you're
is
seeing
the
belly of a squirrel.
Yes.
If you're going to see a squirrel in a completely unexpected...
They're so big. When they're that...
No, wait, was it inside?
No, it's hanging on the screen.
Outside.
The window.
I've never seen anything like that. That's
well,
crazy.
believe you me, we lived in this house for 50 years. I never saw it.
Is there a tree nearby?
There was, a big one.
Right next to the screen?
It could go from the trees, scramble along the roof. But this is a third floor room.
They're very agile. They very rarely fall.
Well, this was, too close for comfort.
Right. Well, that's so this is like the fear of nature is a big part of what I like to talk about because, so how does that affect how we connect with nature? Our fear of nature, how it is affected.
Good question, yeah.
So like back in the day when we were living in nature, we had legit stuff like the wolf and we were very connected to nature because we had to know where they would be, where they're not, what to do when we see them, and that's right up in forefront. So that's no longer the issue, but now it's more like being surprised by a squirrel, like having an animal, even if it's a bird, like with me, if something flies by, I'm startled right away, but then I'm immediately correcting my first impression, oh, that was not a problem. So with squirrels, try to figure out what it is you don't like about them, because if you can work through it, they're like the only mammal left that we can observe in wilderness where we live. And they're absolutely amazing to watch, with binos sometimes, they're athletic and they're family critters and they are beautiful. The gray ones aren't as dramatic as the black ones, and then there's red ones.
So I never saw black ones until I moved to Ohio.
Yeah, they're around here.
For 32 years. And I used to call on Kent State University, which is a very large campus, a lot of acres, and black squirrels all over the place. And I used to think, look at this, I've never seen a black one.
Bouncing around, and they kind of prance. You know, like, so all the other ones with the pointy tails, they've evolved to like stay low key, man, at night only, and not, you know, right? So rats, raccoons, possums, they kind of hiding with that pointy tail. The fluffy tail, I think, and I'm wondering if it evolved, that it makes them more adorable, so we're not needing to rid them. You know, we made a choice not to kill all the squirrels because all the other ones we did are gone, right? So the squirrels made it. You got to give them credit for making a way with us.
And maybe we're just not that hungry and they don't taste well.
Well, people upstate eat squirrel.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tasted it?
I've not eaten a squirrel.
I mean, like, I don't even like deer, which supposedly, you know, people love venison.
People love venison.
Hunters.
You know,
In Peru,
oh my God,
the guinea pigs.
The guinea pig. I thought that was vile.
I know.
It's in somebody's home, and I wanted to spit it out.
We were probably in the same place.
you're a traveler, you can't.
It was so rude, and I was sitting next to
Smile
the
and swallow.
matriarch, chewing and chewing and chewing and spit it out, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Psychologically, was it taste or psychologically mostly?
It was taste.
Taste.
I thought it was really blah.
There you go.
I didn't like it at all.
Taste is
but
taste.
I think I don't like gamey. I don't like meat.
You ever hear that show Alone? So these are people in the Arctic and have to survive, and whoever survives the longest wins $1 million. So, and men and women, these are like pros at what this survival is, and they teach it, etc. The thing that always like filled me up was when they caught a rabbit or a squirrel, the joy is amazing. Like we've never experienced joy eating anything
because we've never
ever.
been hungry.
Right.
Can you imagine being trapped?
So the bottom line is you're super grateful when you're hungry.
Right.
And it's a amazing feeling to be in touch with that we usually don't, and that's really sad.
Yeah. And that's why so many of us are chubby. Because our bodies were designed to go very long periods of time starving.
Yeah.
We don't, nobody, even the poorest people.
We
in
could
America
walk for
don't
weeks
starve.
and sweat and drink and go, But that was the thing. So they were living a quality of life that's what this project is like, sustaining that connection with nature to get to that joyful place. And just like through touching and this and that, and maybe fasting. I haven't done that in a long time. But I did fast back in the day, and it gives you a new perspective.
How much energy your body uses to digest food.
Right.
I had massive headaches. Like I did a couple of fasts. It's been years now.
Oh yeah, the withdrawal.
Once you get over the hump,
right?
It's like, oh my God, I understand why people can become anorexic.
It gets euphoric.
Because it really is. Yeah.
And you become enlightened.
High. You feel high.
I mean, all the prophets, they're out in the desert for 40
days. Right.
Not eating. It's easy to meditate and connect to nature when you're not eating. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Michael Yule.
I'm Alexandra.
Joanne. Nice to meet you guys.
Well, it was nice chit-chatting.
Isn't this fun?
I'm going to check you out on the internet.
Check me out, and we'll see if we can make. Yeah, thank you.
Happy trails.
Happy trails indeed. Same to you.
Have a good one.
That was wonderful, guys. Thanks for sharing. So this looks like the blind. What's that? We're not here. We're in the blind. I love this long shadow. Check this out. Nice kneecaps. Yeah. What do we have here? Must do some kind of ceremonies here or something. People here digging nature, man. Big city. Not bad, huh?
Down the hall. So I don't have any real problems.
People need to get down here, man.
I do think that, you know,
North Channel parking lot.
You know, anybody who's
It's happening, man. People need to come.